Hello everyone, welcome back to Ethereal Oracle. So this reading is going to be a super interesting one. We're going to find out how have you shocked other people with your transformation, with your glow up journey. So we have three piles from the left to right. The first pile is green aventurine. The second pile is phosphosiderite. And the third pile is amethyst cluster. Pause if you need a little longer, pick the one which calls your name the most, and I'm gonna begin with pile number one. Hello, pile number one. If you chose the green aventurine, this will be your reading. How have you shocked people? So, this says embodiment practice. Step out of your mind, drop into your heart, move your body to shift your vibration and release any stagnant energy currently present. So, this definitely, right off the bat, speaks about a person that has stopped overthinking or is showing up more to fulfill certain dreams that they've had for themselves. 24 reduces to 6. That is reciprocity, give and take. Number 6 is also the number of angelic protection and balance. We have Taurus energy, so this could talk about maybe career moves. This could talk about some sort of change that has definitely taken place in terms of your money or your standard of living or lifestyle. It does seem like you're doing pretty well or above average, so that's what I'm really hearing, that people think about you. And what's quite shocking about it is the fact that these were people that knew you from childhood, perhaps. That's what I'm picking up. And it could talk about maybe exes and people like that. And these are not very shallow people themselves. That's what I'm picking up. These are people that also understand the ebb and flow of life. These are people that also are working on their own goals. And these are people that almost, I'm hearing the word like they salute to your progress. They are looking at it and they know how difficult it is or has been for you, or it can get. It's not easy. The Queen of Cups, upright reverse, and the King of Pentacles. Wow. So they're seeing you as someone that has managed to get past your limiting beliefs. They see you as someone that is, it could have been that you were isolating yourself for a while, or you were not very social, or it could just be that you were going through a very drought kind of phase. Like, not many things were happening in your life. You were doing a lot of shadow work behind closed doors. You were doing a lot of, basically a lot of inner work that I don't think people can see what goes into making this person of out of yourself. They always saw you as this very giving person. It seems like life is giving back to you now, so they're seeing your good karma return to you. These could have also been people that somewhere, despite their own grind and hustle in life, they could have been mean to you. They could have looked down upon you. These people, some of them or somebody over here got cheated upon. These are the people that are looking at you with, like, you were the accepting one, you were the one that was good to them. They feel like your good karma is coming back to you. You're a good person and good things are going to happen to good people. Confidence. These people actually have more confidence in you than you do. I feel like even if you think that there are people that are competing with you silently, that's true. But it's also this sense that they see more potential in you than you do right now. So I think it's a product of spiritual hygiene, is what I'm hearing. So you could have worked a lot on clearing out things, people, habits, and everything of that sort to make your life better. And for some of you, where you were involved in maybe addictions, gambling, drug addictions, or poor toxic relationships, these people never saw it coming that you were going to become this person that they're going to start looking up to. It's quite ironic because you know how they say that God takes nobody and makes them somebody in front of everybody? That's what I'm really hearing. It's like you are inspiring people. For some of you, it's about fitness. For some of you, it's about being a life coach. For some of you, it's like you're becoming a therapist. For some of you, you there's like this thing that you're doing that's helping people upgrade their lives. I heard 401k or healthcare or firefighter, something that you're doing has purpose, even if you're in the business field, even if you're an entrepreneur, whatever you're doing is bringing genuine results into other people's lives. There's like a very good quotient of good karma over here that people think you would do, or I feel like there are a lot of people that behind closed doors are in competition. It's like they see you doing something good and then they're like, oh, I should also do that. Oh, why didn't I think of that? It's like you buy something and you wear something and they've been seeing it online, but they don't pay too much focus on it and you've already got it. And it doesn't have to be something that's extremely expensive, but it's just the way that you wear it and you pair it up with different things, especially if you're a woman, but it could be applicable for men as well, right? It's something about your style as well, an upgrade on the style. That's what I'm also hearing. It's like you are quite trendy or you just like to keep up with certain things and you're very relevant. You're a very relevant person. I'm just going to say that. And I think that it definitely is coming from a place of true confidence. By earth, air, water, and fire, let my confidence take light and burn higher. On a side note, I sense this feeling of melancholy on your end. The more I tell you about the things you've accomplished, I don't know, you don't seem very happy with it. For some of you, there's this energy that these accomplishments don't matter to you because deep inside, you're still looking for contentment. You're still, um, I'm just feeling like whoever I'm connecting with, you're still not happy with where you are. And I want to tell you that life is somewhere teaching you how to be happy with what you have. Because, see, I'm seeing that you are an inspiration to so many people. They look up to you and they're secretly competing with you. That's all an ego boost. I understand that. But I feel like internally you're still searching for yourself. I don't know if there's certain craft or like music or dance, something that keeps calling you and you don't pursue it due to maybe fear of failure or priorities or maybe lack mindset. I don't know what it truly is for you, but I feel there's some sort of zest for life or like your sexual energy. Sexual energy doesn't have to always be utilized in creativity. It can just be used for the act of sex. However, I think that you are craving something bigger. For some of you, you really want to travel or you do travel a lot, and people again look up to that. It's like maybe you have a business, a blog, or a vlogging business, or maybe you're a travel influencer, or maybe people get paid to travel, or you're getting PR packages for some of you, whoever you are, and others of you, it's like you think about those things. You want to do that, but you don't allow yourself to do that. You're scared. You don't want to be mediocre, or you don't want to do the same things as them. I feel like what stops you is just the fear of failure, like the amount of hard work you'd have to put into it. That's what I'm really hearing. I could be wrong, but this is what I'm actually picking up on a lot of you. It's like you don't want to put in the effort into that. Maybe you've been tired doing all of this work. You want things to be easy for you for a bit, and I understand that feeling. You are more in this Queen of Cups energy. You want to give and receive everything that you've put out there, and you're just coming into this place of a receiving mode. Blow. How can I deepen trust that my intuition knows the way? Oh, wow. Wind. So this is air signs. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. There's definitely something about your style. That's what I'm really picking up. Could involve polka dots or off shoulders or big hair blowouts and um golden aesthetics is also what I am picking up. Flowy fabric. It could be pink, it could be orange, it could be golden, it could be quite black aesthetic. But one thing that I'm seeing that's quite common in all of these pictures is somebody kind of holding this incense or like clearing away negativity. So they could see you as a shaman, they could see you as a witch, but the word that I'm picking up is shaman. Now, this is one message that I don't feel like a lot of people would resonate with, because of the fact if you're not outwardly looking like a spiritual person, you would know what I mean. If you don't outwardly look like a spiritual person, because there are a lot of people that don't dress like spiritual people, you know what I mean? Or they don't have a business, but they're still very spiritual people. If you don't outwardly look like spiritual, then I don't think that's your message. But if you people know about it, or if you're in the spiritual business, or you do something, or your lifestyle is around spirituality, I feel like there are certain ideas that are coming to you. Pile number one, I know that I'm supposed to stick to it, but that's something you, if you've listened, if you listen to me, you know I never do that. And I feel like there's more messages coming for you, which is around the lines of that you are getting a lot of downloads about how to enhance your creativity and what you do. I feel like traveling is a big thing that you're looking forward to. I think that is about to happen for you, whether it's just an international trip for you, or I'm hearing something about a staycation, maybe traveling with your partner, meeting somebody over there, or meeting a friend. I don't see a romantic interest that you meet over there. I see I see a spiritual retreat, like wherever life will take you next, take my word on it. You are not going to be the same person. And I don't say that difficult things are going to happen to you. I feel like you're going to have breakthroughs, like throughs, plural. Like you're going to have breakthroughs wherever you travel next. I can see mountains and like really beautiful scenic routes, and I don't necessarily think it's going to be very commercialized city or a place. I just think that you're going to go on a spiritual retreat. Life is taking you somewhere, pile number one, and I don't think you're going to share a lot of that on your Instagram. I think it's going to be one for only you, whatever you experience, whatever you end up experiencing. I feel like I am really touching base with this pile. It's not just about other people. I think you're searching for a deeper meaning in life, and I feel very emotional because it's almost like you have this very philosophical mindset, like, yeah, what do I do? Like, it's good for a minute or two that people are looking up to me, but they don't understand that I am searching for a deeper truth. I'm not looking at these people to lead the way of my life. I'm looking for life to tell me what's more. And you have trust in the universe, and maybe that's what people see, maybe they don't. Who cares, you know? Because I think that you are someone that is looking for more in your life. You know this in your heart, and that's exactly what you're looking forward to. I think that money will follow you wherever your heart is taking you. Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles is most definitely indicating such a dynamic. Turning in again, this is about, I feel like people see you as someone that's just gonna be themselves, not react much to whatever the heck is. It's like let the clowns dance. Even if I'm sitting in the circus, I'm not gonna pay attention to them. Wow, there's like so much inner peace and confidence that you have in who you are, and they can sense it. And it's like they know that you don't care about this anymore. You don't care about what they think. You've settled in life. Maybe if these were people that left you, or just departed from your life through XYZ reason, whatever happens. I think that that happenstance has really made it known to them that it's fine, it's going to hurt you, you're a human at the end of the day, but you've settled in life somewhere. You're happy with the friends that you have, you're happy with the person that you have. If you don't have a person, they see that you're very happy with yourself, you're making yourself happy. And this is what people might actually be very envious of, because people think that things are and people and places are the possessions that are going to make us feel happy. Once they acquire them, they realize it's not that. And that's what life is teaching you, or you are already learning in different ways, that it's not about what you have, who you're with, it's about who you are and how you really feel. And you could have been working on a relationship that ended, your heartbreak, or a scarcity mindset, or people that just hurt you, like your parents perhaps. Again, they could or could not know these intricate details of your life, but I think that they just see you as someone that they see so much potential in you that you don't, because they see the work that you put in to be the person that you want to be. Six of Swords, these people could actually see you going places, not in terms of money. They see you as someone that knows how to live life in the moment. Again, this seems like the pile that has done a heck a lot of work on themselves, and people are just like, people cherry pick life and experiences, and they could see you as someone that really puts themselves out there, raw, butt naked, for life to give them the most toughest breezes, but also the most warmth of the sun. It's like the best I could explain. It's like you like to soak in all of what life has to offer. Divine feminine energy, that's what I told you. They see you as the Queen of Cups, like introspective, receptive. That's the word I used multiple times. Like you want to receive what you've given back now. Um, you're releasing past pain. Thank you so much, Spirit. Like you're healing from who you used to be, whether it used to be childhood wounds or like past people or exes. And we have people that are hidden in plain sight. But what this gives me is like, you've always been working on yourself, and I think that these people were so busy like picking you apart or like talking behind your back, because don't rack your brain trying to figure out who these people are and send more negativity to them, or fester that in your heart, because all of us, including you and I, we talk shit about somebody in our vicinity, or somebody that we know or we used to know. That's just human nature. We all gossip and we talk shit, or we say certain things and then we forget about it just like it meant nothing. Consciousness, I do feel like there's a message that for you, I think just stay away from the gossip, whether it's you that's doing that or whether it's other people around you that do this, talking about other people or just talking shit about other people. It doesn't suit you, it's not good for you, it pulls your vibration down. And for some of you that are still involved in any sort of substance, you need to start noticing that you're vibrating higher than that substance, and then when you take it, it pulls you down. So whatever is really binding you with it, you might want to look into. I think it's a process. I feel like the pain that you're naturally releasing will also strip away this habit of yours, but certain things tend to become a habit for life. So you might just want to look at what is it, and I feel like life is definitely taking you somewhere else by hook or crook. This was your message. Pile number one, I'm going to leave it here. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon. So you know whenever I upload next, let me know down in the comment section how the resonated information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number twos. If you chose the phosphosiderite, this will be your reading. So, immediate messages, a lot of change that has taken place in your physical appearance. That's the first thing that people are noticing. The confidence, the radiance, um, this sass, but it's like a very grounded, loving energy. It's not like you became like a boastful, attitudey kind of a person because you developed your features and you started looking better, and there's something about your posture. It's overall looking like you've really managed to um you're like a very eligible bachelor right now. It's like you're hot on the market, but people don't think you're actually looking for a person. It could be that people are very, very, very nosy and curious about what's going on behind the scenes. And I feel like there's a lot of people that are curious on your social media that have been checking out your profile. They visit your profile multiple times a day. You're looking really good. You haven't in a while, is what I'm hearing. Because maybe you were suffering through some sort of mental health issues, depression, anxiety. You used to roam around with people that were bad influence. That's also what I'm hearing. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Self acceptance. You are beautiful and divine as you are. You are not broken. So I just want to say, I just want to give you a big hug and a pat on the back because people are just seeing the surface level results of how much you worked on yourself. I think that if somebody were to interact with you today, like from 2016, 2015, or maybe when you were back in school, or who used to be in high school and college, people would notice you're not the same person, and that's like a very good thing. Like, I'm remembering this quote which said, like, oh, you've changed, and the other person, which is a caterpillar, says to a butterfly, oh, you've changed, and the butterfly says, we're all supposed to, aren't we? We're supposed to change. And the way you've blossomed is like some people from your past, which probably used to be who used to be your girlfriends or your boyfriends or your childhood friends, but the same gender that I'm picking up, they have this motherly energy towards you. They have this fandom kind of energy as well. Like, I used to know that person. Like, they are so cool now. I used to know this person. Whenever your story or your post pops up, they're the first kind of people to view it because they've been looking at your pictures pretty often. So it kind of shows up before in the algorithm or in their algorithm. And I think that it's just these people, if you have a small business or if you have some other page for your business or something like that, people are very curious. They keep tabs on you. A lot of people open your profile again and again to check. Some people actually have been of the opposite gender. Like, if you're a woman and men are interested in you, they're like looking at your following, trying to figure out who you're following and what you're following. And a lot of people can see quite a lot of motivational stuff or self acceptance, especially if you're a spiritual person yourself. They could see you as someone that's a leader, a pioneer. If you're a writer, people tend to read about it. They are a bit, I guess, they can't comprehend exactly what you have written. They have to reread it a couple of times if they're in a bit of a complex, narrative, or they're not very easily. I guess it's you're becoming above average. You're training yourself to become like that. People can see your hard work, whether it's in your workouts or whether it's in the way you're feeding yourself. And there's a lot of about consumption. People could also know that you take time off social media. All in all, they could see you as someone that's just on something. They're on and on about something, and they know something, and they're doing something right. These could have been people that underestimated you, but never really at a spiritual level. How do I explain it? It's like they could have seen your circumstances at one point in your life and been like, oh, this person is a gone case. Like, they just act like in poor ways. They're just roaming around these types of people. Or did you hear about them? They're just going here and there, and they're doing with this person and they're doing that with that person. I mean, not like doing, but like they're hanging out with them, or like it could be about doing as well. But it's like people are very curious about, I feel like, your sexual life. It's not even just romance. I feel like it's about your sexual life. For some of you, you could be very celibate, like I'm hearing very celibate. That could be just a very spiritual preference of yours, right? And I feel like people are very nosy about it because they can't get shit about you. They are not hearing anything about you and they're very curious about it. So I feel like this pile, like the people that are thinking about you are a lot of people. I just heard 350. So that could be the actual number. Or there could be just people, you're not somebody that people can spot in the usual places you used to be, whether it's like in your area of your town and I don't know, grocery shop or the clubs, or it could be like a gym club or something like that. It's like people can't spot you anymore. And I think a partial reason for it, if I might be a little bit boastful, since you're not being that, could be that your vibration is quite higher than these people. So they're not physically aligning with you at some level. You are interacting with people that are necessary at this point for your evolution. So you might meet people that are somewhere vibrating at your frequency, but then they fall apart the moment something happens, or you've learned a very tiny lesson as well. I think that you're meeting people that are absolutely in alignment with you, and everybody else is just the crowd. They're just a chatter, okay? So I think the advice is, and I know that you didn't ask for an advice, but if you listen to me, you know I will give you one, which is to do mirror work. I feel like you are someone that sometimes goes back into these places of feeling unworthy, despite of how beautifully you've become this person. You know that Japanese saying, when things break, we fill it with gold? That's what this is over here. These gold fillings make you even more beautiful and unique in other people's eyes. And there's something about your hands or your nails that could be very beautiful, or your hands, you could feel like you have healing abilities, and you do, and it's in your hands. So when you touch people, you could be a masseuse or something like that, or you could heal people. Reiki, whatever you like to do. It's like things of those sorts and natures are what are calling people towards you because you have healed yourself. A healer, light worker, people. I feel like the people that are looking at you are people that are not very well versed with what truly may be dark night of the soul, or roles of a light worker or a shaman. It's like people just see you as a fairy, they just see you as a bit dreamlike, and a lot of these people are not spiritually enlightened as you are. That's why they're not able to spot you physically. They can only keep tabs on you. They don't really actually bump into you anymore. um I think that if you're still linking up with friends from your school or your old place, I don't know where these people are coming from, but I keep hearing a club or a place or a society or a community where you used to hang out with them. It's like if there's somebody that you're linking up with from there, they try to get to know things about you and they hear good things about your life. Like you're taking care of yourself, you're very smart now, you're very you're managing your life really well. That's the first thing that I heard. Like you're an all-rounder, you're at the top of everything, you're taking care of things in your life. And I think that these people used to see you as someone that was up to no good, so that's like shit in their face. I feel like these people thought that this is 36 9. They could see you as someone that's just being themselves now. You don't care. You're not bothered about the hoity-toity stuff. Upright reverse, spirit reverse. You have the King of Cups in reverse. You're not available for bullshit anymore. So ooh, it's like I picked up on all this loving energy, and then comes in the real deal. Why you're at the top of your game, you're not emotional about bullshit anymore. You don't give a shit, you're gonna give shit back. It's like half holy, half hood kind of a vibe. It's like I'm gonna give as good as I get, and if I'm not getting that good vibe, so you're someone that's again intuitive, right? So if you sense that the other person is faking it, but they're still not really feeling that energy towards you, you're gonna step back and you're gonna show them through your actions, their sublime gestures or hints. You're gonna drop them, but not purposely, but a little bit purposely, because I think you're a bit twisted like that. You like to mess with people's head. I guess I don't think you're mischievous. I just think you're very clever. And you do like to poke the bear. You like to make it known to people. So you're not all love and light. That's what I'm picking up. So if somebody's trying to mess with you, somebody's wanting to be a bitch, I think you're gonna give it as good as they're giving it back to you in your own way, which I don't think is like you're gonna stoop to that level. You're gonna do it very indirectly, which is gonna burn them. I feel like you're very clever. That's what I'm picking up. I don't know if these people know about it, but what I'm picking up over you on you is that you're gonna burn them, but you're gonna do it so indirectly. They're gonna question, did she really do that or not? But they know that you did, but you've put this persona of being such a loving person that they're almost gonna second guess themselves. It's like you kind of manipulate even when you're trying to give it back to them. I don't know. I think this is your defense mechanism. I think it's your survival tactic. I don't really have a problem with it. I think you're just very clever in the way that you give it back to people, and some people know about it, some people don't. Some people, maybe that have known you since before or long enough, know that you're not a holy grail, okay? You're gonna give it back to people, and that's what they also know. Like, don't mess with this person so much. So we have organization. Yeah. So again, it's all about your life. You're in this selfish energy, especially when it comes to your relationships, like romantic relationships. I think there are a lot of suitors that want to come towards you, we see you as not paying attention to them. It's like, I think you get people thinking like, why not me? Why are they not paying attention to me? For some of you, you're in this fun like energy. You do want fun, but you want it with a level of respect and decency in your life, which is hard to get. So you just stay on about your business. You go about your own day. You do your own thing. You're not very bothered by what's going on. I feel like I just keep on feeling this energy that you're a very clever person, and people that know that about you, and they are very of it. It's like giving very meow kind of vibes, like rar. I'm gonna scratch you if you try to um play dumb. It's almost like if you're trying to act like you're nice towards me and you're not, I am gonna scratch you. Because this is the type of energy that has dealt with maybe a lot of narcissistic, manipulative, cunning, selfish people. And I feel like these are the type of people that are just at the top of their limit. They just can't take any more fakeness in their life. That's what I feel. What makes you so badass is this combination of maybe having a rough life, having a path that has been quite difficult, but then again you chose to become soft. You chose to choose love. So there's so many dimensions to your multifaceted energy to you, which I pick up on a deeper level. I don't think these people would describe this energy as that, or maybe they would if they know you that deeply, because you are a very layered person. And maybe the reason I understand you is because I am like you. So I feel I just feel like it's like a lasagna, but like with 32 to 45 layers of it. It's like you are a different person at every different phase in your life. Some situations call out this hood like person who has to be street smart. Other places of your life that don't call out your survival instinct, they give you this place, this space, and I wanted to say place, to be yourself, which is actually a nurturer, which is someone that actually likes to be babied as well. So I think there's so much that I can possibly not just put in one tiny little reading about you, that I almost wonder that the energy that I'm picking up is so detailed that it's not just coming from strangers that are looking at you. These are people that have known you for years and years. Maybe you talk to them on and off. A lot of these people, when they stop talking to you from your past, I feel like they stop doing this because of intimidation and competition and jealousy in their head. I feel like they feel safer when they're away from you, and when they're closer to you, it brings out, you are like a mirror. So people that are true reflection of the divine irk people that are not walking in their path. It makes them realize about the superficiality that they're living in. And I feel like if people just randomly push you away sometimes, it's because of the amount of triggering that they're feeling because of having been around you. So they don't want to face themselves. That is their own issue, but it's not important for them to stick around as well, right? I feel like this was a message for someone, whoever was contemplating or thinking or confused why certain people just leave them, ghost them, stop talking to them. It's because you're too much for them. I'm just gonna put it like that, okay? Which one should I take? None. I'll take this one. What is always mine? Carry. So people are noticing that you know your self-worth now. It could have been a while you didn't. You were a child. I'm hearing that you were a child. She was just a little girl, 15 or 16. So that could be a hint. A lot of people that are looking at your social media could be the people that you knew when you were 15 or 16. And there's a lot of emphasis on maybe these being people that never shot their shot with you, or um it's giving like masculine energy, so it could be women and also masculine energy. But if you're a woman, it's giving men that wanted you. This could also include exes on your social media when you were a teenager, because you used to be young, naive, and dumb, and now you're just not that gullible and easy to manipulate, and you seem like a woman with convictions and a woman that is secure. And people do not like women that are secured, because women that are insecure are easier to manipulate. And a woman that is secure and independent is a woman that makes the world very uncomfortable for people around her, because she's not willing to uh what's the word, suppress or dim her own light to make other people comfortable around her, whether it's like friends or even female friendships or men especially. So people call independent women as a menace to the society because of how free they are. So then again, it's not just like you're this very serious person that I'm painting a picture to be. I hope you know that. It's about the value and the credibility that you bring. So no person, I feel like, would dare ask you what you bring to the table, because you bring the damn table and the goods on it, and then you make things out of it, and then you prosper through it as well, and then you get the profit out of it as well. So it's like organization, it's purpose, planning, efficiency comes to me so easily. It's like you'll bring the table, you'll bring the ingredients, you'll bake it, you'll cook it, and you'll eat it for yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's like that's a very, very empowered person, somebody who can do it all for themselves, and they're not doing this by slugging themselves. They're doing this with the character development they've had. And I feel like really, really saying that a lot of people have character assassinated you. And as much as it might hurt that soft little heart of yours, I think that mentally you're a very strong person. You've seen certain things in your life which I don't think these people might be aware of. And again, not to diminish their own struggles. I mean, they could have had their own as well, right? I spoke about this dark night of the soul. It was very tough for you. Um, these people could remember, you know how they say like they could talk shit about who you used to be because they don't have access to who you are today. So they try to make themselves feel better by recalling the things that you used to do. But I really want to tell you that you were a very fun person to be around. I feel like people cherry pick a lot of these things, and I think I mentioned that before, that they cherry pick and they nitpicked a lot of things about you, and you knew that. I think you just had a sense of those things. But I think that whoever was lost was meant to be lost on your journey. They were not for you. And I think that physical life, cleaning up and changing things, I feel like there's a lot of things that you've changed about your physical life that just show. And these people could have thought that you were not good enough to be in their group or their friend circle, especially if you had a girl gang or something like that. These people felt like, your mental health is at an all-time low and shit like that. I just feel like they feel a little bit like they took the L. Now you're a very resourceful person, pile number 2. They can really see the type of work you've done on yourself, and you should be absolutely proud, because it's not just a flex on them. That's what I'm trying to say, but it is. I mean, it is clearly like this is the type of thing that you flex, not just a rollie with a couple of diamonds on it. But I would really like that. But it's like you have real self-confidence. That's what a lot of people lack. They fake it till you make it. But I feel like you're not exactly faking it, because I feel like what's great about this is that the humor that I've been picking up at the back of my mind while channeling it There's like this energy of lightheartedness. And if you think that these people are cherry picking just the flaws that you have, they're just very rude to themselves and ignore that. But I think that if they looked a bit deeper, they would remember all the fun times they had with you. Because you're someone that I feel like right now you're the type of person that makes a lot of fun about their trauma. It's like you cope up with humor. Definitely, a lot of you do that. The candle went out. Um, you bring a lot of light and hope, and that's what you also deserve. So that's what I'm gonna leave it at. Pile number two, this was your reading. I'm gonna leave it here. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I am gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number three. If you chose the amethyst, this will be your reading. So you have the card of dark feminine, you are the chaos in creation, you are the alchemist. That's what I felt. There's this energy of strong generational pattern healer. Even if people don't call you that or see you as that person, they see you as a very ethereal person. This is the energy of people that have been close to you, like people you've dated or people that you've been best friends with, or people that just have been very close to at one point in your life. I feel like people think you're a trailblazer. You're not. You've tried the go-to procedure, like getting a degree and then trying to go for a 9 to 5 and things of all that sort, and maybe finding the right partner. And uh, there's something that you do or you have been doing, or traits of that where they question your judgment, but they feel like it works out for you. So that's the whole catch. If they were to do the same thing that you do, it would not work out for them. When I say the word dark feminine, there's a 9 in it. That's what I'm being called towards. So you could be born in the month of September. 9 could be a significant number. 9 could talk about the number of years you were in this karmic cycle. There's something that you had to work really, really hard, almost to just repair within yourself, to make something happen. Um, there is an emphasis on your hair, the aesthetics. Maybe there is a very ethereal vibe to you. You are a spiritual worker, healer. You are in that work business. You could have a small business. For some of you, you're creating potions in apothecary or something of that sort. So you have your herbal business. This is the epitome of femininity. So most of you could be feminine. You could be trans as well. There is something about just embracing your femininity in this lifetime. It could be about an easy lifestyle. People could also assume that things just come easily. But I think you are actually, you have a very determined masculine energy within you as well, which again makes me feel like you are ambitious, but you're, I think you could be the lazy ambitious, which people that don't do much, but they just are very good at manifesting. So it could be, when I say that they don't do much, I don't mean to disrespect or say that you don't do much in terms of action. That is what I think is the catch over here. You do a lot of energy work, but you don't do a lot of action. So your action is involved in doing the energy work. So healing yourself and doing things of that sort and removing limitations is what people don't know, or they actually do because you talk about it or something like that. You could have a podcast. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups. That does look like you. You're a very bougie little person, the Hangman. Okay. You are a mix of a spiritual thug and a pampered little princess. You are a very attractive woman or a man. Most likely, I feel like I would find myself saying woman because this energy is absolutely alluring, enchanting. Uh, we people see you as someone that after this transformation could whip them. You could be someone that you, because I feel like you wouldn't be new to this information. When you think of a person that you like romantically or platonically, I feel like you kind of do put a spell on them with your thoughts or your words because you start thinking about them in such a delicate and intentional manner that if that person is maybe aware of the laws of the universe or law of attraction or the basically if they know science or just physics, and spirituality is now backed up by science. So it's almost like your thoughts start pulling that person towards you. And if that person finds themselves thinking about you way too much, it's possible there's two types of people. One that knows what you're doing, and the other one that is most common, that they feel like they're falling for you and they're in love with you. So I think that your intention and your manifestation is top tier. I think that once you are literally the definition of what you're seeking is seeking you. So I feel like a lot of things I'm going to be confirming that you do. I'm not sure how much I'm going to discover about how well people are perceiving you, because this energy seems like a very layered but very intimate with me. The way it's connecting, it's not just about how people are perceiving you, but it's about the energetics, the workings, the energy work that is taking place behind what is visible or what is not visible, perhaps I'm going to say that. So I cannot stop noticing her bicep or something like that. I think that people are noticing on the cuts if you've been working out, or if you're Pilates girly, or if you've just been working and eating healthy. People think that you're not pretending to be who you are. People think that you've already settled in this lifestyle of yours. A lot of people are quite shocked first when they found out that you're this spiritual person, because a lot of people were like, this person, why are they always knew there was something special about you. That's why they were drawn towards you. These people, they could be these people. I don't know who I'm really talking about. Who what is the demographic? Because in the previous two piles, I knew what was the demographic, and I was a bit more bubbly and friendly. This pile seems like a bit like we're down to business, and where you could have a short attention span is also what I'm picking up. If you listen to me, my readings are not direct. They are like everywhere, here and there, everywhere. I'm going to tell you everything that I feel and think and can sense on your energies. If you listen to me, you would know that. So I feel like there's a lot about this. I cannot remove this energy of potions or magic spells, and I feel like some people are scared of you. It's like if they go into her bad books, she's going to do something on me. She's going to abracadabra. And maybe that's true, maybe that's not. But I just think that you like the threat of it. You like people are scared of you, perhaps. Um, I want to ask about what are people thinking about your beauty, because I think that in this reading I'm going to have to segregate my questions, because I feel like I'm getting sucked into just your energy and how people perceive you, and that's what I'm really talking about. You are a seductress, you are an enchantress. Your energy is like a black hole. Any person can get absolutely consumed into you, and that's what I think scares the male gender, because they can lose themselves into this. Your energy is like the womb area. It's like a black hole. It's absolutely dangerous for someone who doesn't know what they actually hold within themselves. So, any person that's just a 9 to 5 or a mundane person, or just as an ordinary man who has no spiritual substance or ground footedness within them, will get absorbed and lose themselves in you, because you will mirror them the possibility of what exists within them, or this mystical feminine goddess, that they would not know what to do. So you would kind of just, they would be just like a toy for you. If a man that is not integrated his spiritual side and his dark feminine, um, only he can kind of make you feel a bit submissive, and not in the sense where he's ordering you. You know exactly what I mean. But this is the energy of someone that's like a whirlpool. So that's why I call it the true essence of femininity, because it's the dark feminine. It's the feminine that scares people because they're scared of their own mystical nature. A lot of people just like to deal with things that they can see. You scare men because they don't know what's going to come up with you. And if a man, he doesn't know himself, he's absolutely going to avoid you if he catches himself, falling for you. It's not about how you look, it's not about what's your weight, it's not about how you dress up. It's just your energy. People just can't stop looking at you. And if you're someone that's like maximizing your beauty, now that's where we're coming in. It's like it's literally like the hangman situation. Like, you're dead, you're consumed by this person, you're in love with them. So you are kind of the spellcaster. That's just how they're feeling about you now, because you're not pretending to be anybody else. That's what I want to tell you. You are who you are now, and people have adjusted to it, or people are adjusting to it, and there is absolutely no saying no to who you are. They cannot question it anymore or be like, oh, she's just trying to be trendy, or she's just trying to be a spiritual girl, something like that. No, this is people. I feel like people that, are doing all of this spiritual aesthetic, getting stones and everything, this is your lifestyle. This is who you really are. You have the key to alchemy. You have all the. This is like sorceress vibe. I feel like I've painted a very good picture now. So I'm going to move on to how are people perceiving your beauty? So I'm seeing this image of like a little red spot, like an acne spot, and people are just not even noticing it because it's like your energy is so consuming. That's what I keep feeling like. If you know, you would know this energy if you've experienced, or if you actually are, because since you're tuning in with it, you know what I mean when I say like a whirlpool of black void or energy. You just get lost in it because this person is absolutely amazing, and they represent the feminine essence. And oh my god, I'm so hyped up. There's definitely something about your voice that I'm feeling. So we have the Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Oh my god. So I'm going to talk in terms of what is being reflected back, because a lot of things that people just look at you are not exactly who you are, but projections. So most people just find themselves heartbroken over you. I'm hearing that song, Fergalicious Candle. You know that song by Fergie. Also there was something like I was hearing some sort of Lana Del Rey song. So uh I heard Cottage Couture. That could also be something that you like to wear. You're a very lacy person, like you just like to show enough. And even when you do, it's not like I don't know, it doesn't look cheap because you own it. So you could have tattoos which look really hot. I feel like you're just that girl. I don't know which girl, but like that spiritual girl that people look at, and they're like, okay, you don't want to be the bad books of this one. And I feel like men that are overly masculine, or like too much focused on their career and the money and da 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 da, it's like that. I get the component, okay, that's a part of masculine energy. But men that solely base their self-worth on money and still have very orthodox thinking, those types of men, they are absolutely scared of you because they don't have substance, and they could probably have poor relationships with their mother, and that's why they don't like women. But I think that a lot of people, when they look at you, like women, I feel like women just feel like, oh, she's just naturally gifted with that waistline, and she's so thin, or she's so poised, and she has that allure, and I wish men looked at me like that. It's like when you enter a room, people just notice you, and it's that energy, buddy. I kid you not, it's that energy for sure. And Nine of Pentacles in reverse is this feeling of like, I'm poor. People feel like they're poor when they look at you for some reason. Again, I think it's maybe because of how well you attract. It's like I feel like when you think of something, or you like just claim something as yours and you manifest it, it actually happens for you. And I feel like you're very quick because all of your hard work is actually going into removing these limiting beliefs, which is the ultimate hack. It's not even the hack, it's just a very well kept secret, which is not even a secret anymore. Shadow work is so loosely available everywhere. Like, hey, you have chat gpt. If you're struggling with something, just ask chat gpt to help you out, or build a questionnaire, or just put in like pretend, or put it, not even pretend, like assign a role to chat gpt to help you just figure out things and become a therapist. I feel like people are just lazy, and that's what they project out onto you. There's a lot about your beauty, but I don't know. I'm getting a bit intimidated by this energy. People feel poor, people feel heartbroken, people feel not good enough because you're not operating on what was defined in this society. You're operating off a true, authentic blueprint. You seem like a very serious vixen kind of seductress. It's like, it's not overly sexual. How do I say it? It's just encapsulating. It's like the energy just gets you, and then people can't stop thinking about you if you're thinking of them. Done. What is next in becoming? So they're always looking at your profile. I'm getting a bit excited because this is the energy of like, oh, they're gonna pretend like they're not looking at you, but they're obviously looking at you. And um you're a very resourceful person. They're gonna be looking at you, and they're gonna look at what you're doing, and they're gonna get inspired, and then they're gonna go to the shop, or they're gonna look online and search for this and that, and then they're gonna wear it, and it's not gonna look like you were making it look, because the secret sauce is you. People don't like how I feel like self-confident you've become. I think that it highlights on their insecurities. They were a lot more comfortable when you were dimming your light because of how, I'm gonna say, how bleak your light is. It's like it's not, it's not even blinding. It's like consuming. You can get lost. People can get lost thinking about you. And if you post a picture or something like that, or they see you somewhere around, they're gonna think about that little bracelet that caught their eye that you were wearing, which could be something as cheap as, I don't know, maybe $2, and you just picked it up and you wore it because you wore it. It actually looked really good because you look rich, and that's the energy that I'm talking about. I want to assure you on something, pile number three, because at the end of the day, we're all human. It doesn't matter how much money you really have. If you have an insecurity about how you look, or if you look poor, if you don't have that much money, because I feel like there's a part of you that you don't share because you look good, and you make things look good as well. You have that X factor within you, but you still feel like you should have had more. You feel like you're constantly recycling emotions, and the healer in you sometimes gets tired, and all of these ego boosts and things are very good to hear, but at the end of the day, you know what it takes to be you, right? And I feel like I really want to reassure you that people absolutely don't care about what you wear. I mean, I know what I'm saying, it's contradictory, but somebody it's this is the energy where people don't know if they want to be with you or be you, because a lot of people want to be friends with you because of how inspiring and how cool you are. But some people that just have too much pride, or don't know how to get their way around, because you do have that mean girl face at first. I feel like people project a lot onto you, and then they realize that they actually want to be you, or they show traits of wanting to be you. So it's like you're constantly dodging a lot of evil eye as well. You're doing all of this spell work, and you're just psychic enough to know that you need to do something, or protection prayer, or like cleanse yourself and your aura and your house, and everything just takes place when it's required to. But I really want to reassure you that the people that once they really get to know you, they don't give absolute two shits about how you look, because who you are just by you existing is more than enough for people. Friends, family, romantic lovers, people that if you give them the chance to get to know you really deeply, because I think you like to keep yourself a bit isolated or just on a bit of a pedestal. You might be still a bit fearful of being seen, so you're kind of okay and comfortable in being this person on the pedestal that people find unapproachable. But the more that you show yourself, you're going to start finding your tribe. So nobody really cares about what you wear and how much money you have and how your house looks, because they see value in who you are and what you have to share and the voice that you have. And there's something very encouraging about your voice. Then again, I think that your attitude really flatters people. You're just kind of like, um, better. I want better. I want better. I think your best quality is that you want more. And I know how that sounds, like you should be satisfied with what you have. But I'm talking about in terms of standards and relationship quality. You're always seeking better. better. I want better. And that's what people look up to. You have the audacity to ask for more from life, and that's why life gives it to you. Okay, so pile number three, this was your reading. It was an absolute bliss. I learned a bit from this reading myself through channeling all of this, and I really value that. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated, and the information for personal readings is given down below. I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye.